Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, Raider Nation specifically, the press conference just ended. I took a little time to actually watch Jon Gruden take a couple pictures, meet and greet the fans, meet and greet the reporters and ex-players. And let me just say this. I'm still cautious about the hire of Jon Gruden because it's been almost 8-9 years since he's coached a team. But I gotta admit, the prodigal son has returned. And when they said they're gonna make a big splash with the press conference, I was like, oh, what does that entail? But when you saw the pictures of different players in the room, ex-players, I was impressed. I mean, obviously you had Charles Woodson, who had the best question of the day, because I'm partial to Charles Woodson. You had Tim Brown, you had Cliff Branch, you had Jerry Rice in the building, you had Lincoln Kennedy, you had Eric Allen, you had Howie Long, the legend. It was something to behold, and to see all those legends in the same room, and there are probably plenty more that I didn't get a chance to see personally, but it was nice. It was a familiar feeling seeing Jon Gruden take questions and answer and acknowledge other players. And my best quote, or his best quote of the night, it was a fumble. Yes, it was a fumble. Yes, it was a fumble. Thank you for acknowledging that, Jon Gruden. Coach Jon Gruden. I'm sorry. Coach Jon Gruden. Because it was a fumble. And anybody who knows me, anybody who watches my channel, I've said numerous accounts. That was a turning point of our franchise for the Raiders and for the New England Patriots. It was a fumble. It jump-started Brady's career. He went on a magical run. Blah, 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 blah. It was a fumble. It never should have happened. We should have gone to the Super Bowl that year, but whatever. Excuse me. And I'll say this, and I agree with Jon Gruden. It's like you left business unfinished, and I never wanted Jon Gruden to be traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was a huge mistake, I thought. I know the 2 first-round picks and $8-10 million. I can't remember what it was back then. But I knew when we went to the Super Bowl that year against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I knew it was going to be I kind of knew we were going to lose because Jon Gruden did so much. He helped Rich Gannon, who he revitalized his career. He was the MVP of the league that year in terms of quarterback, in terms of the league. He picked up Jerry Rice, who everybody thought was done, especially when T.O. arose and there was J.J. Stokes there, and they said, okay, we can get rid of Jerry Rice. He picked up Jerry Rice and he said, hey, make plays. And he made plays. Tim Brown made plays. You had Charlie Garner. Rod Woodson was there. He made plays. Charles Woodson was there. Even though he wasn't healthy most of the year, but he still made plays. So many things that Jon Gruden did to build that team up. And then when we went against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it was the worst coach we can go against. Because he knew the plays and he told the defense, hey, this is how you stop the team. So there is there's a huge sense of unfinished business, especially among Raider fans, because most Raider fans didn't want to see Jon Gruden go. No, most Raider fans didn't. And I liked how he acknowledged that. I liked how he said, I got business to finish, and I got a lot to prove because, I'm getting a $100 million contract, and I got to prove myself. And I like that. I like how he acknowledged that. He didn't run away from that. I like that. At the same time, I'm still cautious. Greg Olsen, most Raider fans hated him during Derek Carr's rookie year. But I'm willing to give him a semi pass because at the time we didn't have a strong team at all. I believe at the time Denarius Moore was our best receiver, and he had issues as well. We didn't have Latavius Murray. I believe that year was actually hurt, so he's on IR with the ankle. So we didn't have really a good team overall. So maybe Greg Olsen got a bad rap, but at the same time, you look at what he did with the St. Louis Rams, and the Los Angeles Rams. Excuse me, I'm still getting used to that. I'm still getting used to it. The Los Angeles Rams. You see what he did with Jared Goff in just 1 year. Because Jared Goff looked like a bust in his rookie year, but next year, this year being the next year, he looked far better. So maybe with more talent, you can see what Greg Olsen can bring to the team. So I'm giving him a second chance. Paul Gunther, the defense for the Seattle Bengals has been pretty good over the last couple of years. They just had undisciplined plays that kind of handicapped them over the years, but he's still a good coordinator. And Bashadi, I believe I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He was there when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won a championship. He's been with the Cowboys the last year, so we'll see how he does. But I'm looking forward to see what staff that Jon Gruden can put together to make this team get to the next level, because I'm a firm believer of coaching makes a difference, and I'm a firm believer of a mentality and a culture change. So we'll see. I'm optimistic. I'm just not, hey, we're going to win a Super Bowl next year. Even though I'm not going to lie, when it gets closer to preseason, when it gets closer to the real season, I'm probably going to say Super Bowl. We out here. That's just me, because I love my team. I rock with my Raiders. And a side note, even though it's cheaper for me to travel to Vegas to see the team, I kind of want to see them in Oakland. And that's coming from an LA Raider, because when I was 96, when I was like 5 or 6, whatever. I was probably like 10. I was 10. I love the Los Angeles Raiders, but when they moved to Oakland, I wasn't that mad about it. But somehow, some way, I wish they can stay in Oakland, but whatever. I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm just cautious. Does that make me not a true fan? I'm not sure. Or does that make me a pragmatic fan? Let me know. Anyway, tell me what you guys think of the conference, the press conference with Jon Gruden, Mark Davis, and they both have the worst haircuts of all time, but whatever. Tell me what you think about Reggie McKenzie. Tell me what you think, how they're going to work together, because they were in Green Bay when everybody was young. They had Andy Reid. They had Mike Holmgren. I believe Steve Mariucci was there. Jon Gruden was there, obviously. So they all know each other. So maybe that'll help. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of Jon Gruden's presence and a lot of Hall of Famers, a lot of stars, a lot of key players showing up at the press conference. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm going to let the true fan come out of me right now. Super Bowl. We out here. Oakland Raiders, let's go. Ooh, is that you? Right there. Flag. Boom. Flag. Raiders all day. Anyway, we out here. I'm out.